There we go.
Can you see stuff? All right.
Yep.
I'll add names to things in a second. So sorry for the delay, guys. As you can see by Dodger's little buffering circle, he is having some technical issues, so I decided to set up a stream real quick to host it. So everyone, welcome to the first episode, season 3 of Tac-Com. I'm BChaps, and joining me is Dodger and this week's guest MK and Sshwo. So this was intended to be our pre-beta predictions episode, but due to a few of us getting early access, we will be talking. We'll also be talking about our thoughts on it based off of having played it. So, Sshwo, MK, you guys want to introduce yourself while I throw some names up on the screen here?
Yeah, Bears first.
Hi, I'm Sshwo. I'm the really friendly guy on the forums. I don't like Gears 3.
I'm MKH. I'm the actual friendly guy on the forums, and I do like Gears 3 and Gears 2 and Gears 1 and Gears Ultimate. I don't like Judgment, but people with half a brain usually don't. So.
Dodger.
And I'm Fellow Dodger, the man without a face. Yeah. But I have a voice. And yeah, I love Ultimate Edition at times. I love Gears 3 at times, and yeah, it's gonna be a fun. It's gonna be a fun stream today.
Yes.
Hope you guys like the new setup for our little stream right here. Thanks to BChaps over there and Jessel.
Yeah, Jess did a great job making that logo for us a while ago, and then I had some fun making this nice little overlay. Just putting one last name in here. As somebody in the chat pointed out, this wouldn't be a Tac-Com stream if we didn't have some sort of delay.
Woo!
Alright, there. All of the names are in there. Everyone's box seems to be in position, so I think we are good to go. Yay.
Okay.
Alright, before we get into talking about the beta too much, there was a topic that I wanted to bring up. That is, a lot of you guys saw on Twitter over the past few days a lot of hate going around about, primarily it's been the way the beta's been distributed, but I mean it's just a lot of hate in general. So one thing I wanted to just make clear is, you may have seen Dodger and I have some, I guess, hateful comments about things. We don't disrespect the coalition. I'm pretty sure they understand that. We're passionate about, and I know MK and Sshwo are the same way. They're passionate about this community. They're passionate about Gears, and it's our job as responsible community members to make sure that we communicate our feelings. We try to be professional about it. So I just want to be clear. We're not dissing them. I know some of you guys thought that it came off that way. We're not trying to do that. We're just speaking our feelings so that they can do their job, and in order to do their job they need to actually understand how we feel. So rolling off of that topic, one of the things that started all the hate is the first thing is the beta access and the way it went off. So Sshwo, I know you wanted to say some stuff. I'll let you go ahead and start on that.
I mean, first of all, like, as far as like giving all the content creators the beta, like, it makes sense because they have a following, and I was totally like really like for that idea until we kind of saw like there's a bit of a backlash to that. So there's like some guy that was streaming it today, and what was his name? Lyrics? I don't know. He's like really famous. I don't know who he is.
Yeah, he's like one of the top 5 streamers apparently on Twitch.
And I heard he was struggling against killing bots and bashing the game the whole time. So he's sitting there like, oh, this game's terrible. I think he even once referred to it as the Special Olympics of gaming, if I recall correctly. I think I saw that on Twitter. So yeah, that was an issue. And then there was another thing that actually kind of affected me personally. Yeah, Gold Glove. And he's got it too, and he used to be involved with the Gears community, and actually did a tournament with him 4 years ago. And he commentated and all that, and he decided that based on the actions of some people in his stream to call the entire Gears of War community toxic. And then when I questioned him on it, he said that he implied that my forum posts were part of the problem, which I thought was kind of funny and a pretty good deflection though, because I kind of had him there. So when you get caught like that, you gotta throw it to the side a little bit. But I mean, the whole thing, like, it really creates a sort of a toxic atmosphere, though, because when you have this situation where people have it and people don't, you're gonna have people that are just angry. And to be fair, I've kind of been one of them, and I really only became one when I saw a lot of people got in, and it really became a haves and a have-nots situation.
There really aren't that many people who are in there.
Well, yeah, but when you follow everyone in the community,
exactly.
you know,
Yeah.
so it feels like it's a lot, you know what I mean? Like, it's people within
That-
the community, and
that's one
everyone
of the
has
things I
their
realized.
case, you know?
Yep. Yeah, so I think the main thing is a lot of people don't care that the content creators got it. It's some people are salty that they got extra early access rather than just getting access. And then I think the randomness of giving it away. I mean, yeah, I give away random beta codes, but for a friends and family extra early access thing, I don't think there's anything wrong with sort of playing favorites on that one, which apparently has been happening in the past day or so from now. I've been seeing a lot more people actually getting codes who are some of the people I think deserve them. Sshwo, you still don't have one though, right?
No, I'm the only person on the show, I believe, that does not have it.
Yay.
That's okay.
I'm sorry.
It's really, yeah, it's cool. No big deal, you know.
You were working all day today anyways,
Yeah.
but it'd be
So
nice
was
if you
I.
could play with us after this, but alright.
That would have been nice, but, you know, we're having a good time.
Whatever, it's fun. Alright, one last topic before getting into the beta. Or I guess the mechanics of the beta. And that's one of the things that was announced recently is the DLC model. So I'll go ahead and explain that real quick. I think they said there's about 10 maps that are coming out at launch, and then monthly they're going to be releasing maps. And
1 year.
Okay, yeah, so about a year. Then the rotations online are going to consist of not random, but it's every month I guess it will rotate which maps are available in the playlist, and those maps will all be free. You can play them in the rotation for free, and this is good because it makes it so that everybody has access to all the maps. There's not that segregation of community we've seen in the past. If you want to play those maps on private, though, the non-launch maps, you're gonna have to buy them. Part of me really likes this system because of the fact that it's not gonna split the community. But one of the things I wasn't too fond of is the fact that playlists aren't going to have all of the maps in them. You're going to be having playlists that only have a subset of maps, while there's those of us who, I'm saying those of us because I'm going to be one of the people who buys the maps because I like Gears. I want to be able to play all the maps in private. There's those of us who are going to buy the maps, and we're not going to have access to play all of them at a given time. I do like they've done some good things where, okay, only one person in your lobby needs to have bought the map in order for you to play them in privates, and they have done a good thing where they're not going to be splitting the community online. But I don't know the perfect thing to fix this, but I'm right now not a huge fan of it. What are your guys' thoughts on that?
It's an interesting concept, I'm gonna say, because their DLC model has never been done before.
Right.
The thing is, because what I think it's gonna be is like the base maps are maps A through J, or maps 1 through 10, and then DLC map 1 comes out in month 2, and now it's gonna be maps 2 through 11. And then 3 through 12, 4 through 13 as the months go on. So it's not like one DLC map for a month and then it goes away from public after the next month. I think it's just going to be a sliding thing of 10 maps. And then hopefully after the year is done, all the maps will be available for public. Hopefully. Maybe.
From what I understand, that's not the plan. It's going to be just a certain number of maps, and it's not going to have them all available. So one of the things, just off of, I guess it was Twitter conversations with Node Zero and Pez Radar, they said stuff like you're not always going to have all of the launch maps available in that playlist. It might be only some of the launch ones and then some of the DLC ones. And one of the big things they were saying as to why not have all of the maps is people who join in on the game later will have a easier time learning the maps if there's not this huge list for them to play through, which I sort of understand. It's a good thing to make the game more accessible. And a lot of the times when games try to become accessible, they alter the mechanics. They bring in like the Retro Lancer or something like that. This is a good way to make the game more accessible, but not change the mechanics of the game, which I like. But I'm still just not a huge fan of the system. In the chat, oh, go ahead.
So I didn't know that they're gonna rotate out launch maps too. Like it's
From what I understand,
wow, that's interesting. I didn't know that.
Like the first month after, so in November, whatever 2 maps come out are gonna replace the 2 most likely least popular of the base maps.
that's what I would understand from.
And then based on the ratings that they get and the feedback that they get for November, the 2 least likely.
Oh, that'd be nice.
December.
That'd be kind of cool if there was like a voting system, or like on the forums or on Twitter, I guess.
Yeah.
Where it's like, hey, vote for, the maps that you want to keep in, and then the bottom 2 maps get taken out, whether they're the base maps or the DLC maps from a previous month.
Yeah. So is Trollo in the chat brought up he doesn't want to see all of the maps in pubs, like ranked execution map rotation in UE. He used as an example and said like there's things like rooftops or sanctuary that he does not want to see. And I would argue, well, one, there's a voting system for maps now, so your chance of playing that's lower. But I mean, if there's maps that people don't want in a certain playlist, sure, exclude them from that playlist or something, but don't say, oh, we're only going to have 15. Oh, yeah, is Strollo. Not is Trollo. It's I Strollo, whatever. Sorry, man. I don't think they should say, hey, we're only going to have like 15 maps in this playlist and sacrifice some of the good ones. Once they have a bunch of maps that have released, I don't want them to sacrifice some good maps just to keep the map count down.
What if they're all good? That's not gonna happen, but...
I mean, go the Gears 2 route. What? I think it was like 29 maps, I think,
and almost all of them were good.
Yeah, a lot of those maps were good. There were some I didn't like, but most of the maps were really good. They had 29 at the end.
Like nowhere. That was...
Actually, I don't mind. Hail for like Wingman or something was really good.
Hail for Guardian was awesome, just saying.
Do you guys have anything else you want to say about the DLC cycle?
I like it.
You like it?
Yeah.
I love it, actually. I think it's awesome, and I think the fact that only one person has to host it, because usually when you get...
For privates, I agree, it is amazing.
The second you get 6 people in your party, you're going to have to play a private, and then the fact that only one person actually has to have purchased it and everyone else, because everyone has their, like, small group of friends that they play with every single day, every time they get on when no one else is on. So it works out perfect for that. As for the whole public thing, well, I don't think it really matters for the competitive players because they're going to be scrimming all the time anyway, so again, only one person has to host it. For people like us that have our select group of friends, again, only one person has to host it. And then for public casual players, they're just going to go in and find new maps every single month if they stick around and play. And then, obviously if you like enough maps and you think it's cool, you buy the map pack.
Yeah.
There you go. And it keeps the game fresh if nothing else. You have maps coming in and out, so it's going to feel a little different. I mean, honestly, I don't really have any issues personally. I mean, if you like a map and it's gone, I mean, I guess that kind of sucks, but I mean, it'll be back eventually, so.
Eventually.
It's better than segmenting the community. So.
And that's, I messaged Note Zero about that, and he actually brought that up. And in the end of our conversation, I essentially said, I'm not a fan right now of it, mainly because I have not played a game with this system. I don't know if I'll like it. Right now I don't, but it might be something I end up enjoying in the end because of that freshness that it brings.
So,
all right.
Ready to accept.
So, there's a lot of topics that will be debated in this episode about the beta. So before we get into a lot of the highly debated ones, I wanted to talk about some of the good things that have come out of the beta.
The drop shot.
Drop shot.
I don't know. I haven't played
it. And Sshwo, actually, I wanted to point out, as I was putting together this list, MK and I were talking on Xbox Live and sort of put this list together, and I was like, Sshwo actually is gonna not like a lot of these things that we put as good. So I'm interested to hear your thoughts.
You never know.
So, number 1, the barrel shot instead of center screen.
Like it, love it.
I mean, I prefer center, but I mean, I kind of like fully expected barrel, so I guess it's not, it's not gonna like bother me or anything.
Honestly, it's hard for me to adapt to barrel right now, because of doing center screen for so long. But I completely support barrel shot. I love it.
Ooh. Crushmel, Hudson, and Sycamore. That's who I ended up on a team with in a game that I just lost by spawning in.
They lost?
Yeah, you lost.
Who did they play against?
No, they won.
I was gonna say.
I just spawned in, and the game was over. I don't know why I said lost.
The next really good thing, dodgeball.
Yes. Oh my god.
We finally got into a game of dodgeball today, and so. Sorry, Dodger. Sorry, Sshwo.
Working at the time.
But all right, back in, I think it was either 2011 or 2012 on the Epic forums, I brought up this dodgeball game type because I really wanted it in the game and I was pushing for it. And then a year later, Dodger didn't know that I made that thread, so he made his own thread about it. So that's both of us ended up individually making a thread asking for this game type.
I think because I named it Tug of War and it was.
I called it Elimination,
Elimination, which I guess both kind of work.
I don't like the name Dodgeball.
Kind of works too because both with the lore with Pendulum Wars and the fact that it could swing like that, and then attrition could work if there wasn't TDM, because attrition is what TDM is right now. So.
What are your thoughts on the name Dodgeball, guys?
If you're going to come up with something original yourself, I think dodgeball is the closest to a real life thing that fits what it's supposed to be doing. Especially if you play dodgeball like you did in PE in elementary school, like I did, where they had like the prison and you could bring back your side with hitting someone on that team.
I have nothing against it.
Except instead of catching the ball to get your teammates, all you have to do is you just peg a kid in the face with a dodgeball and you get one of your get one of your teammates back. Yeah. Use it with the drop shot.
The game itself is amazing. The one thing I was sort of curious about when I was coming up with the game type myself, and I saw how Coalition executed it, and I thought it was excellent, is the fact that when you kill somebody, you have to wait 5 seconds. You have to stay alive for 5 seconds in order for a new teammate to spawn in. That makes it so you can't go in and just like update with somebody, or you can't run into somebody just to. If you're bad, you run in, try and get a kill, so maybe you'll die, but you'll get a good teammate to spawn in. It was a really well thought out system, and the UI for it is great as well, where it shows the respawn timers in the top. So I really like this.
It doesn't reward desperation moves, which is what I like about it.
Yeah, definitely. Like we had this one match we were playing. I'm not sure if it's the one that MK ended up uploading, but we had this one round that went
that was the one.
It went for like 10 minutes of this one round where it kept going like 3v2, 3v1, and then rotate to 3v1 in the opposite direction. It was absolutely crazy.
Yeah, it was. There were 4 1v5s in it because one of us would get a quick kill and then run away just long enough for someone else to spawn.
We ended up losing that round, but I mean, we were all sitting on the edge of our seats forever. It was great. The next good thing is the vault. This isn't necessarily the vault kick, but the vault instead of a mantle. The actual action of running towards cover and then either jumping over cover in the smooth transition, or the one that like everybody's loving is running towards a platform like the one in the middle of Dam, and you sort of do a hop animation up onto it. It is
fun. That's all it is.
Yeah,
it's fun.
I mean, it's so satisfying. I really do like the vault.
So I have a question. Something I actually don't know. Like, can you still do the regular mental kick and the vault kick?
Yes.
Oh, really?
Yes.
So you just
the
mental kick is actually it's like maybe 2.5 times slower.
It's slower, and
Gears 3.
The radial range on it is reduced greatly.
That's good.
You actually need to be lined up with them. I have vault kicked 2 people. I have not mantle kicked anybody.
Like, they need to stay there, like, because I had a person stay right behind cover. I go for the mantle kick, and as my character's going up, they move out of the way, and then I miss. So, like,
I think
it's
that was their
that
answer
slow.
to counter it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
Sort of going along that same thing, knifing, which a lot of people were very worried about.
No reason, because it's awesome.
I love it.
Well, it's situational. You can't just run around with a knife. So like, what is there to
Yeah.
complain about? It's an execution.
And it's
Well-
all risk and one reward, and that's just a satisfying kill.
Yeah, like especially if you vault kick somebody or mantle kick somebody and then you go knife them after that. That's sort of like the assassination in Halo, where it's this extended thing, just sort of like a humiliation move. It's much quicker to just nasher them. You vault kick them and then nasher them. The knife is just that.
Chainsaw.
The knife is just that nice humiliation move that's really fun. The system of grabbing people over cover, it's fun. If you get it, it's awesome. But it's difficult. They essentially need to not be paying attention. I've been grabbed one time, and it's because I just did not see the guy there. I don't know what I was doing. I was not paying attention. But yeah, I mean, you're extremely vulnerable when you try to grab somebody too. So it's
Oh yeah.
Yes.
It's actually very balanced.
I've failed the yank so many times.
Yeah, all they need to
So
do is sidestep you and nasher
Yeah.
you, and you're dead. You're
Yeah.
extremely vulnerable.
Yeah, it looks pretty risky from what I've seen on streams or whatever.
I would be very surprised if in the competitive scene that somebody actually does do a yank.
Yeah.
I think we'll see vaulting and knifing, if anything.
I don't think there will
we'll
be
ever see a
any.
yank.
I don't think there will be any knifing in competitive.
Oh
play.
yes, there will be. People will do that.
For
Just
a
to be
final
jerks.
kill or something. Yeah. All right.
Yeah, if they're up ahead in a respawn mode or whatever, and they're just messing around, want to get in people's heads, yeah,
Yeah.
you're definitely gonna see that. I promise you that.
And
I'll
so
do it.
the last good thing I have on this list right now. Obviously, there's a bunch of good things, but these are some of the main things I wanted to call out. This is one thing that I found. This is the first thing I recognized when I played the game that sort of threw me off. Wall cancel. I am so glad that is back. I love the wall cancel.
I just saw Sshwo roll his
Sshwo? Although
Here's the thing, it's not as bad as Gears 3. I think that's a big misunderstanding about that. A lot of people that either just look at it or haven't played it. I mean, if you watch somebody, like we were saying earlier, if you watch Soapy or Sshwo, even if you watch Risk, like it caps out. It's not as ridiculous as Gears 3's.
However, I'm glad the hyper bounce is gone, but I still think they need the cooldown on wall cancel to be a little higher. I think that you can still bounce too fast. I love the
It looks
fact.
like there's non-existent.
Yeah, I mean,
I don't think the
No,
cooldown
there is. It's
Yeah.
definitely there.
it's there, but I'm terrible at bouncing. I've never hit it, but like I think the cooldown needs to be higher. The bouncing still looks crazy to me. It's not hyper bouncing, but it's still bad in my
I mean,
opinion.
because we were watching PR earlier, and then like I said, we've seen Risk and Soapy. It's less of a cooldown, more that there's a tighter distance at which you have to get to the wall to actually slide off of it,
Yeah.
or to cancel off of it, and that's what they mean by the cooldown. That so far that we've seen, I haven't actually seen a cooldown where you can only hit 2 walls and then you can't bounce anymore.
Well, no, it's the cooldown is like, from what I understand, it's okay. You have a 0.3 second cooldown, so you can only essentially that means you can bounce 3 times per second, and it's not a okay, you bounce 3 times per second, you can't bounce the 4th. It's you can only bounce every 0.3 seconds, from what I understand. That's how I understand it to be. I'm not sure if that's the case or not. It wasn't fully explained as far as I know.
I mean, the best layman's term for it is it's better. Not better. Sorry, Sshwo. It's faster than Ultimate Edition, but it's slower than Gears 3.
Yeah.
That's the best way to look at it now until we actually know the tech behind it.
I mean, I don't know, so just out here, not playing Gears 4. It's all good.
Hey, I'm not playing either right now.
I'm playing.
I know you are. All right, let's move on to weapon balance. Talk about that for a little bit. First thing that pretty much everyone's going to bring up is active reloads. So I have actually been one of the few people in the community who has not had much of a problem with active damage boost. But after playing this beta for day, I'm slowly starting to change my mind about that topic. To me, the weapons all feel very balanced until you implement an active, and then certain weapons like the Nasher become extremely unbalanced, in my opinion. We'll talk about the actual active mechanic here in a minute, but what are your guys' thoughts on the active damage boost?
Wait, so you're saying that in the Gears 4 beta, like the actives still make it completely overpowered?
I think the Nasher is overpowered when you have an active on it.
Yeah, it looks crazy. Like the kill range on the Nasher looks ridiculous.
I've never been a fan of damage boost. I mean, obviously you can't use the argument about like realism and stuff in a game like Gears,
Yeah.
but the fact that there's some way you can reload a gun and somehow your bullets are stronger, it tops the line of that's just too ridiculous, even for a video game. I don't understand why.
But when you reload it, you just lube up the barrel so, you know, it shoots out faster, yeah.
That's true.
Dodger, what are your thoughts on the damage boost portion?
If they really say that it's much less than the Gears 3 damage boost and stuff like that, I would rather get some good concrete statistics of like per bullet kill difference, like the Nasher, like the distance and stuff, the boom shot kill radius, whatever an active does with the drop shot.
Yeah, do you guys know what that does?
It's not the speed.
It's not the speed that it goes out
Yeah,
away from you?
yeah.
Okay.
It's not the speed.
Maybe
I don't think it's the time it explodes.
it might be
when it hits
blast.
the ground.
It might be blast radius.
It might just be blast radius.
But
It might be nothing. Remember, the Digger didn't have a damage boost with the active reload.
That is
in
true.
Gears 3.
It was just
The weapon's supposed to be the same idea, more or less,
Yeah.
like reversed, I guess.
all right.
But I do kind of like the whole you can just like reload your magazine and stuff.
That's the next part we were going to get to.
Yeah,
and
the whole mechanic where you don't have to shoot anything to get pre-active.
I don't like that.
Yeah,
I hate that.
That's crazy.
So real quick, on this topic, I wanted to bring up Jawbone17 in the chat said he thought the active had a 7-second cooldown. So yeah, it does have a cooldown, but
Well, no,
I mean,
not exactly.
What do you? All right, you want to
The active damage boost duration lasts about 7 seconds.
But there's
And
also a
then
cooldown. There's
then
also a
after
cooldown.
after that is done, then the active reload cooldown starts, and that's like an extra 12 seconds.
Yeah.
So that's almost 20 seconds
Right.
per active reload.
But so one thing I thought was like ridiculous earlier is because you can active whenever you want. It's okay. I go and I pick up the boom shot. I'm running around. Hey, I see somebody. I'm not going to shoot them right away. I'm going to active it. It's like I don't have to fire a shot. I can just active my boom shot before I shoot it if I want.
You get a free active boom. That's nuts.
Yeah, you get a
I just
free.
figured that out the other day. I was like, what? Like, watching
Or
this video, just-
hey, I'm running around with my Nasher, and oh crap, I messed up my active reload. Okay, let me just try that again, and okay, cool, I got my active this time. I'm not a fan of that. They said it will make the game more consistent and predictable. If you see somebody reload, okay, you know that they probably have an active.
Well, see, that's the problem. The damage boost on the active reload will always be an issue as long as it remains what it is. It's an invisible advantage. You don't know if somebody has it. And I'm really scared for competitive play because you're gonna have people running out of spawn now. They're all gonna be convening somewhere and everyone's just gonna have active lancers right off the break. People are gonna go down in like 2 seconds. It's gonna be ridiculous. I don't know. I'm scared. I don't like this. I think it's a silly idea.
Yeah.
If you're gonna have actives, just leave them the way they were. I mean, I don't know.
So, how about get rid of just the damage buff altogether and just having the perfect active reload every once in a while would be like so basically have that cooldown where you can't have like a perfect active reload, which means like the fastest reload you can have every 10 seconds or so.
No, honestly, I don't think they need a cooldown on it. If there's no active damage boost and it's just okay, you get the quickest reload possible. Now, I'm sure keep that no cooldown on it. You can do that.
That'd be fun.
That'd be perf.
Yeah.
It's perfect.
I think the the bonus that you get for the perfect active should be bigger. Like maybe make the reload speed a little bit longer unless you get the perfect active, so that the incentive is actually there to get it. Because right now the incentive, if there's no active damage boost, there's not that much of an incentive to get the perfect. It maybe increase that benefit a little bit.
Agreed.
But
Schwartz is so stupid.
Yep.
In the chat, actually, screw that. If you get an active reload on the Nasher, it should shoot a wretch at somebody that bear hugs their face and just destroys them.
So kind of like the little alien thing that wraps around your face. Okay.
Next topic, stopping power.
Oh no, I thought we were still going to go with
okay.
Weapon balance.
No,
So,
that's still on weapon balance. Stopping power is something under weapon balance.
That's a fair point.
But
Okay. What do you want
What are
to
you
talk
drinking?
about?
What are you drinking? What is that?
okay, so Sshwo, you really hated that in Gears 3 the boom shot had 3 shots, correct?
Yeah, 100%.
Yep. Well, in Gears 4 it's 2 shots. However, the base damage, from what I've seen from my experience, the base boom shot is more powerful than the base boom shot in Gears 3. Maybe equal to the active.
No, I wouldn't say equal to the active.
You can destroy people from ridiculous ranges from where the boom shot impacts and stuff.
I mean, obviously I haven't played it, but from what I've seen, it looks like a not active boom shot is not really that crazy. But I mean,
I mean,
just from my experience, where it's like, huh?
I haven't really had a problem with it, honestly.
Have you seen any boom shot headshots? Because
Yeah.
I thought
I got one.
those are back? Yes.
Yeah, I got one.
Those
Because
are cool.
I actually tried to
thought
kill
I
somebody.
got one, but it didn't register as a headshot. I'm like,
I tried to
They
kill
back
somebody point blank, and like I picked up the boom, they rushed me. I was like, okay, screw it, I'm gonna die, so I'll pull the trigger and get us both. And I randomly got a headshot.
That's always
Like,
good.
sweet.
okay, but yeah, that's just what I want to talk about, the boom shot. But at least it's only 2 shots. So.
Yeah. Thank God for small favors.
And so we plan on having more of these streams throughout the beta. So closer to the end of it, we're gonna have a much better idea of how we actually feel about the weapon balance. So these are just some of the main points we wanted to bring up. Like actives are a very contested thing, and then stopping power was the other one I wanted to bring up. Jesus, Schwartz. Alright, anyways, stopping. Schwartz thinks an active Hammer of Dawn should drop a humpback whale on the map. Anyways.
Points for originality.
So, stopping power.
No, it got dark.
Yeah, MK and Sshwo, you guys are both very dark right now.
Thank you.
I don't mind. I don't mind stopping power. It's been reduced a lot, which I like. I don't know if it's actually true or not, but if it is, I love the fact that shooting them in the legs provides more stopping power than shooting the chest or something. So then it's not like, okay, you shoot at their head to do the most damage, but that also provides a lot of stopping power. It's you either shoot at the legs and get stopping power, or you shoot up at the top of your body and get more damage. I don't know if that's true. I haven't really experienced it too much, but if so, I sort of like that. And the stopping power is not that powerful unless you have an active, and it's still weaker than Gears 3, but it's there.
I would say it's not even half.
I'd say it's about half of Gears 3 if you have an active.
That'd be pushing it, but yeah.
I'll never be for stopping power, but I mean, honestly, I haven't really.
It is a
seen
lot better.
Yeah, it doesn't look like from an outside perspective, it looks like it's non-existent.
Yeah.
Yeah.
MK, what are your thoughts on there? You've had some playtime with it.
I've never personally been a big fan of stopping power just because I'm on the other end of it, but from a technical, if you think about the kind of playstyles people are going to have and not everyone's going to be running around and being a Nasher god, the fact that a Lancer can actually, hold up against someone who's rushing with a Nasher is pretty great. I'm not going to say anything.
Alright. I'm also curious to see how it plays out when you get...
Can we put grenade tagging on the list of things to talk about? Cause
it's on there.
That's towards the end.
We got a couple more topics before that one. what was I going to say? Oh yeah, I'm curious to see how this plays out with like some competitive people or people playing as a team actually using their lancers. Because right now in the beta, there's some lancer play, but the majority of the play right now is Nasher and power weapon. So
In real competitive play, it will always be dominated by lancers. Even in UE, it's like that now.
right, but no. So I'm curious to see how the stopping power affects things when you have a game like that. King Mark just says he saw a grenade down somebody. I've never seen that. I don't think that should be possible.
Are you 100% sure about that, or is it a situation where someone got damaged by a grenade and hit by a lancer at the same time, or something like that?
Oh, this might be a good time to bring up. Dodger has a thread on the forum where he is recording every bug that people have found in the game.
Yep, I'll be updating it tonight with
So-
all the found ones.
So if you have a video of that, or if you want to just go post about it and say you don't have a video but you're pretty sure you saw it, go ahead and post it over in there so Dodger can update the thread.
I'm just gonna link it real quick.
Yeah, go ahead and link that in the chat.
Well, since we're talking about the Lancer and its stopping power with that stuff, hey MK, have you used the hammer burst at all?
I've used it a decent amount actually.
I haven't even touched it.
Yeah, don't. It's horrible.
It's
But
very
I've heard
weak.
that's why I haven't touched it.
Good,
It's
keep it
so
that way.
underpowered. Like I got like a good 3.5 bursts on somebody, like they weren't moving, and it still wouldn't down them. From like good medium range, like optimum Lancer range, and it still wasn't downing them.
Well, judging by its reticle, it almost looks like it's meant to be more of the retro lancer's role. Seems like it's meant to be close range.
I'm actually gonna try it right now.
Honestly, though, keep it underpowered. It's dumb that they even have loadouts in the game. I cannot believe they brought that back.
Yeah. And we'll talk about that a little bit more at the end. I've got a topic where we'll bring that up. So let's is there anything else about weapon balance you want to bring up?
Well, when we're talking about weapon balance, why didn't they include all the weapons in the game?
Yeah, that's actually going to come up at the end. I've got a topic for that.
Yeah.
Sorry, keep getting
Well,
ahead of
Razor
myself.
I know.
just got outplayed. I hope he's streaming.
He is.
Great.
I clicked on his stream by accident when I tried to get into this one.
So let's talk about spawns. They brought back
Yes.
spawn. They brought back spawn protection. I don't have a huge problem with spawn protection, except for the triggers to turn it off seem to be a bit messy. And the spawning near teammates is a complete mess. It mostly was seen when we started playing dodgeball. There were plenty of times where I would respawn next to my teammate who's in the middle of a fight with somebody, and I would have my full spawn protection just walk up to the guy, take a shot from him, and then nasher him in the face. And spawns are complete. The TDM, I didn't see any problem with them, but in dodgeball, and I'm guessing some other game modes right now, it's a complete mess.
That is unfortunate. I have nothing to say on this topic because
Yeah.
I have not played.
Sshwo, or not Sshwo, Dodger, MK, do you guys have any other thoughts about it other than, I mean, it's kind of a mess.
I mean, in team deathmatch, spawn trapping is obviously a big problem, especially on particular maps like
Okay.
Dam. Spawn
I
trapping.
haven't run into that yet, but I know people have been talking about
Yeah,
that.
it happened to me yesterday,
on
but it wasn't
Dam. Oh my
us being
goodness.
spawn trapped. We were spawn trapping, and I just felt bad for the other guys. But spawning in dodgeball sucks as of right now.
Yeah.
It sucks really, really bad.
The timing for spawning is great. The actual locations and spawn protection is terrible, though.
Yeah. I literally spawned in front of someone shooting at, like, I was swarming and I spawned literally right in front of a cog.
Yeah, like, you spawn less than a roll's distance away from enemies.
Yep.
it's hilarious. Alright, yeah, we'll talk about more about spawns probably later throughout the beta, once we have more time with it. So PR is saying dodgeball needs UE blitz spawn, and TDM needs UE blitz spawn. So essentially we need UE blitz spawns for everything, except for, I guess, not the objective modes. or the ring-based modes, but for the kill-based modes, it's yeah. I mean, it's away from everything, right? Like you're not going to spawn right in the middle of everything, so that's really what I think we need. I mean, it is interesting in dodgeball because it is the fact that, okay, you spawned in and you get to help your team out right away, and you can get those nice switches where it goes from 1v5 to a 5v1 in the other direction. But the spawn locations in combination with the spawn protection they have is terrible, I think. Let's see, Sshwo, I know you're gonna love this one. You've talked about this one plenty of times. Smoke stones.
Okay. The thing is, like, with the way the weapons are balanced, it seems like they're really strong, like Gears 3 style, so they kind of almost become necessary. You just can't, like, make a move on somebody. You'll have somebody, like, posted up with a Lancer, and you try to make a move on them, it's a wrap. You're just gonna get down in, like, 3 seconds, and that's it. So when you have it, you know, you can make a move, but at the same time, I just hate that style of play, because, like, in the past, like, when I started playing Gears 3 competitively, the first thing that really pissed me off was, like, you would just, like, checkout, for example, you'd all rush into, like, the lanes or whatever, and there'd just be 15 smokes coming in from all different directions, and then it was kind of like a battle of who was left, and whoever didn't get smoked could run in and get a free kill. Like, I don't know, I just always disliked that style of play. I disliked it from the second they added it in Go 2. It bothered me. It was like, it ruined the battles for weapons. It was like whoever was the last man standing got the kills and got the weapons. So I mean, it just kind of like dumbs down the game to me. But if it's gonna play like this, it's gotta be that way.
I enjoy the smoke stones, honest, or the smokes in general. I enjoy. They do provide a good cover. They stun you so you can't shoot. But you can still move around. I don't like the fact that you can't pick up weapons. I mean, it sort of makes sense, but I would have liked to be able to pick up weapons while stunned by smoke. But personally, especially me not being in a competitive style of play, I'm a casual player, the smoke stuns really don't bother me at all. MK, Dodger?
Yeah, I've already talked. I mean, we brought.
I
this
am
up, right?
perfectly
don't
okay
like
with the
stuns.
smoke stones as they are right now, and I love how the smoke is right now, where it's dark, you cannot see through it.
Yeah, I like
That's
that.
perfect.
Yep.
I heard if you spot somebody, you can see their outline.
Yeah. If you pull up the Tac-Com and you spot someone, they will show up as a red.
Yeah, I need to
Yep.
I need to check something with that because there was a bug I got fixed in Gears 3 that had to deal with seeing people through smoke and using Tac-Com. So I need to mess around with something there. All right, so keeping on the topic of grenades, frag tags. Actually, frags in general.
I am glad that the rumor that the grenades explode each other like in Gears 2 is not true.
Yeah, I like the no chaining of grenades.
No chain grenades. The nukes. Ooh. I do say that they seem a tad bit more powerful than in Gears 3.
Yeah, Schwartz's description of it was people were pissed off about the grenade stun in Ultimate Edition, so they got rid of the grenade stun. But in doing so, they just made it so the kill radius took up that entire stun radius. I don't think they're really that bad, but I mean they're powerful.
That's a classic Gears fix right there.
As far as the grenade tags go, I've always been one who isn't really for them, but I'm not against them either. I'm content either way. The suggestion I would make is that if there are grenade tags, to increase the detonation timer and or reduce the blast radius on them. Make them less powerful. Make it so that if you kill someone with a grenade tag, it's because they walked past it, it beeped, and they stood still.
Well, you know, the thing is that I was running through the grenade spawn of Harbor and stuff, and if you look towards the torque bow sniper area, there's that wall. I don't know if you. Some people probably don't know what I'm talking about. But it's a curved wall, so that you can't really see. It's kind of hard to see as you're running past it and stuff. But there was a grenade that was planted there. I saw it at like the very last second, heard the beep, jumped out of the way, and was able to survive with 4-point damage. So
I mean, but if you saw it right
And
before it
I
beeped,
barely survived.
and you barely survived, I think that detonation timer needs to be increased a little bit.
Yeah.
So do I know something you guys don't know?
What's that?
I can't remember who it was that told me. I think it might have been Ryan. But if you hit the Tac-Com, you can see all the planted grenades on the
Oh,
map,
yeah.
including bad ones.
Okay, yeah, you can see they're different colors for friendly versus enemy, I guess.
Yeah.
I think it was actually PR who was pointing that out while we were playing earlier.
Yeah.
Um,
You said white and dark gray.
yeah, I thought he meant like if you can actually see it, you can see it. But okay, so you can actually see it through walls and stuff.
That's-
If you can see it through walls, then I'm fine with it. Although I mean, it is sort of weird needing to run around pressing Tac-Com all the time.
Yeah, exactly.
I do that all the time anyway.
We are Tac-Com.
Everyone needs Tac-Com.
Yeah.
Oh, I get it, because that's the name of the show.
I support that
Oh,
statement,
no. All right,
So can I go on a little rant now?
go for it.
Go for it.
That's why we brought you here.
Alright. Wall tags. What do they add to the game? The ability to leave a grenade somewhere and get a kill. Okay, that's cool. When you're playing a game, you want to have fun. When is it fun that you have to run around checking corners or worry about dying at random points because someone left a grenade there at some point during the match? It doesn't make any sense that that's still in the game to me. I don't understand why they would bring... Was there really universal support or any support to bring that back? Did you see movements to bring back tagging on the walls?
No.
Like you go through any sub community, almost everybody dislikes it. So why is it still here?
I don't mind them for non-lethals. Non-lethals I definitely could stay in the game because they're good in games like Guardian or something. You use them as sort of like an alarm system. It's like, oh shit, someone's coming up the stairs behind me.
Yeah.
Lethals, you say it's not fun, but I mean it's fun, or I don't know how fun it is. It's funny for the person who gets the kill. So it's not fun.
Yes.
It's not fun for someone like me who never tags grenades, but
Well, I'm sure it was funny for people to run around with the Retro Lancer in Gears 3 and dominate. But I mean, at the end of the day, does it really add value to the game? That's what you have to ask. It really becomes more of an annoyance than anything. That's just the way I see it. I don't know.
But Sshwo, just I'm definitely not arguing with you. I do support the just having frags not be able to be taggable on walls. Like smoke grenades would work well as a little beep, beep, oh hey, there's somebody behind me.
yeah.
That would work.
Yeah.
But what's because you say you don't want to go around every corner looking, oh, is there a frag grenade there? It's the same thing. What if there was a person there just waiting?
Okay, well, that's a person that has to at least hit a shot and earn a kill. That
is true.
Yeah, and I mean, and that's one less person running around the map getting kills, working for his team. You take it. It's an enemy who now is focused on just camping that wall, as opposed to having all 5 teammates running around doing work and having essentially a 6th man camping the wall.
Yeah.
That'd be my argument for it. But honestly, I have never been in support of it. I've never been completely against it. I'm fine either way. But just based off of the community's reaction, ever since Gears 2, everyone's wanted them gone. So my vote would be to remove them. I don't personally care, but everyone wants them gone. Sure, they should be gone.
And if they really are adamant about it, keeping them in public, at least make it some type of option in custom.
There's
That'd
a
be
lot of
pretty
stuff I would love to see as private match options.
Yeah.
Proximity mines, enabled or disabled and stuff like that.
So, speaking of highly contested or highly debated topics, that Retro Lancer though. So, I'll give a brief rundown for those who aren't familiar. Yep. So, the Retro Lancer was confirmed to be in the game. Real quick, the double barrel shotgun was not, or it's confirmed not to be in the game. The Retro is confirmed. It's no longer going to be an anti-Nasher weapon. It's been changed to be a support weapon. It is not in the beta, which worries me for a couple reasons. One, it's a highly debated weapon. It seems like something they should get feedback on. Two, the fact that it's not in the beta makes me believe, okay, they don't have a build of it that they are comfortable with at this moment. And if they don't have a build that they're comfortable with, what makes us believe that they're going to have one when it launches? it's sort of scary, to be honest. I like the fact that they're reworking it, but also if they're completely reworking a weapon that is a starting weapon like that, it seems like something that should be tested and get feedback on it.
Agree more.
Yeah.
I think they messed up. I think they had a good opportunity to make better use of the Retro Lancer. I mean, let me ask you this. If you leave the Retro Lancer in the exact same form it was in Gears 3, would you not pick that up as a power weapon?
Yeah, no, we talked about this last season on the show, right? It's when you were on the show, actually.
Yeah, it's something I think I
Now, would you put that as an actual, like, tier 1 power weapon where, like, it's like a sniper or boom shot
No, I'd
spawn in the
put
middle? Or would you
Boltok.
put it as, in, like, the secondary, like the Boltok
I put it
type of
Boltok.
spawn?
Yeah, something like that. Something like the hammer, like kind of like the role the Hammer Burst plays in UE.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the other thing I wanted to bring up about it is that in combination with the Hammer Burst. So first of all, the Hammer Burst is back. It is a 6-burst shot, just like Gears 1 or the classic Hammer
Just
Burst
like
from
every
Judgment.
other burst one.
It's funny that it is a Mark II Hammer Burst firing burst shot.
With a Retro Lancer reticle.
Yeah,
Mark
with
II looks better.
with a Retro Lancer reticle. So my question to the Coalition then would be, why not make the Retro Lancer essentially a burst fire weapon and have it function the same way that the Hammer Burst functions now, and then take the Hammer Burst, which was their sort of like, I guess it's a support weapon, and rework that one to be whatever.
What if they actually are testing the Retro Lancer, but they have the Hammer Burst skin on it?
I mean,
Dude.
honestly,
Oh, boy.
that would sort of make sense to me, because that way they would get objective feedback from it, and people would give good feedback, and it wouldn't just be people saying, "Oh my God, I hate the Retro Lancer. This sucks." They would actually get good objective feedback from that.
Swarm Sniper just got robbed by a Planet Nade.
Planet
Oh, boy.
Nades, man.
Oh boy.
I like that, Dodger. That would be awesome if you called that Nazriel.
That's
Oh my
really funny.
goodness.
That's a really funny suggestion.
Because it has the retro reticle. It's very close quarters now.
It fires very similar to a burst fire retro.
Oh my goodness.
See, we're onto something here.
Yeah.
I mean, like,
And I see Octus
what-
in chat. He's like running. Guys, they figured this out.
so what did they say? They wanted to rework it into like a long range weapon or something. They were saying, right?
Support weapon. I don't think they mentioned long range.
Or a longer
They
range.
said like a support weapon as in it wasn't a Slayer weapon like it was in Gears
Right.
3.
It was not made to counter the Nasher like it was in Gears 3.
Where you can take down 2 people easily, like down and kill in one clip, reload, just keep on spraying.
Yeah.
So like, I don't know. I just want to see what the point is. Like, I get the idea that they like the weapon, they think it looks cool. Like, I agree, it is a cool design. The knife thing, the charge, it's all really cool. But like, just why? Like, why put it like in a random role where you don't know if it's gonna work? You don't have it beta tested. Make it a power weapon. If it's a power weapon, who's gonna care? Like,
Yeah.
at the end of the day, are people are really gonna care about the power of the boom shot or the drop shot or the torpedo?
Yeah.
No, it's a power weapon. You need power weapons.
But
Makes the game
Sshwo, the Retro Lancer's an older version of the Lancer. Why is it more powerful than the modern Lancer?
Well, I mean, you could say that, but I mean, it is a video game,
True realism. Alright, I've got 2 topics left listed on here. You guys might come up with some more, but I just wanted to, because of the delay in the chat, I wanted to give a heads up. There's 2 topics left. If you guys have questions, 3 out of the 4 of us have played, so if you guys have any questions about the beta, just let us know in the chat, and we'll try and answer them after these topics.
I'll just
Planet
figure
Nade suck.
Alright, the ranking system.
Hey,
Hey.
So, for those who don't know, the ranking system is currently based off of wins and losses, and it's I believe they said it's round based. It's not game based win loss. It's round based win loss. I absolutely do not want that. I don't want that system. There's people like So my first few games, I was playing with my friends, and Dodgers on my team. We finish our games, and we're bronze rank
I was
2.
playing with my friends and Dodger.
Yeah. But
Ouch.
we finish our
Exposed.
we finish our placement games, and we're bronze rank 2 because we were absolutely terrible.
I am
Dodger,
silver rank 3 now, out of
Yeah.
like based off 2 games.
Dodger, on the other hand, was getting like 3/4 of the team's kills and like 0 deaths. So it's like, why is he bronze rank 2? I mean, I could go on and on about how I hate the ranking system, but that example right there just shows that it is broken, in my opinion.
Well, is it based off individual performance or is it based off your win-loss?
Win-loss
Win-loss.
per round.
So
Okay.
perhaps is it quality of opponents too, or is it just win-loss?
Well,
I believe it's just
if
win-loss.
you beat people who are higher ranked than you, which ideally is not supposed to happen because you should only be playing with people that are in the same league as you. If you beat people who are better than you, you will rank up more.
Okay. So there's I mean, I don't know because I haven't played, but there could be a situation where maybe you played better opponents and did well, and maybe won a match or two, and maybe he didn't, but he did well in the game. If that makes sense. Because if it's not based off your individual performance in a game, then like none of that's gonna really matter.
Yeah.
Win as a team, lose as a team.
Yeah, I mean, for a team-based ranking system, that's great. For an individual ranking system, I hate it. Anything else about ranking system?
I do find it odd how their highest is, well, there's was it?
Oh yeah, yeah.
Because
Diamond.
they have
is the-
Onyx, then Diamond, and then something else. Like
Is there something else? I thought Diamond was top.
No, there's like kind of like a similar to rank as like champion and like some other esports stuff.
Oh, like
Nope.
God tier.
Gotcha, right? Yeah,
But
but still, like just the fact that they have Onyx under Diamond.
I don't think Diamond should be a thing.
Yeah,
The other thing I would point out is Onyx and Silver look very similar. I would say put
just like in Gears 3.
put Blood Splatter over the Onyx thing or something like that. Make it stand out. Like give it a nice like shiny little red blood splatter or something so that it stands out. It's like you guys are this high rank. You shouldn't have this sort of like less shiny version of the silver rank.
Yeah, because I didn't mean Gears. I meant Gears Judgment, where like
Yeah.
silver.
Is
I'm
that
like,
guy
okay,
silver
go.
or Onyx?
I can't tell. Like yeah, you really had to like kind of guess unless
I mean, Gears
another
3
person.
had bronze and gold. They looked very similar. I mean, you could tell if you looked at it.
You could tell them apart.
But they're
You
similar.
can tell if it was gold or bronze with just one example. You didn't have to see the other one though.
Yeah.
But with the Onyx and silver, yeah, you had to have another person that
Yeah.
had a different rank to see it.
Okay. So one of the things that was asked in the chat was about the rec packs. They're not called rec packs. What are they called? They're not prize boxes either. Prize boxes.
Crates.
Yeah.
Yes, they're called crates. So the crates are essentially the prize boxes from Judgment, where I don't know if it's XP based or you complete a certain task and you get this prize box or this crate and you open it and you get certain things inside of it, like a character skin or a bounty card. And that I'm completely fine with that system. I did like in Judgment when they changed it so that you were eventually you were
more skins than
yeah,
XP. Right?
yeah, you were eventually unlocking more skins than XP stuff until you unlocked all of the skins. I liked that, or at least they should increase the chance of getting a skin. The thing that people have been talking about, though, is the fact that you can buy these crates. Similar to how you can buy rec packs in Halo. The main difference I see, though, is that in Halo with rec packs you get things like weapons that you can use to change your gameplay. These crates, you don't get things that will affect you in game. you can get stuff that will give you more XP, and you get stuff that change the aesthetics, but there's nothing that changes the game mechanics for you. I am perfectly fine with them. I don't mind them.
Yep. And if people want to buy them, sure, go ahead.
I won't be buying them, but
like, if there's one that I'm like, dude, I just want that now, like just like one skin or something like that. Sure.
Okay, let's put it this way. I won't be buying any of those unless they make Chaps a playable character, and then I might drop a few $100s at launch to get Chaps.
Well, the important thing to note here is that everything you can get in those crates you can unlock.
Yeah.
You don't have to buy anything. And if they want to use those crates to like crowdfund esports like Halo did, and Halo made millions or added, I think, was it 2 million they added to it?
1.7.
So, I mean, Gears isn't as big as Halo, but they can do pretty well with things like that.
Yeah.
So I don't really see a downside. I mean, it's not like anything's exclusive to it, so if you can get everything in the game just through playing, and you care about, these people care about Gears as much as they say they do, they're going to be playing it anyway, so I just don't see the downside.
Yeah. Okay. I don't see any more questions in the chat. There were a couple things about the Lyric and Gold Glove thing. We talked about that a little bit at the beginning of the stream, so after this you can go check that out on I'll eventually have this up on YouTube, or you can go check the replay on Twitch. Does anyone else have, I don't see any other questions in chat. Do you guys have any other topics you wanted to talk about? MK, I know you're tempted to go play dodgeball again, but do you have anything?
No, I couldn't find a game.
Oh, that sucks.
I need you guys.
If anyone out there has a beta code and they want to throw it my way, I'm just saying,
Yeah, I mean,
you can hit me up on Twitter at SSHWO_. Just slide in the DMs.
yeah.
If you're feeling good, I'm just out here,
All right.
the rest of the night. Just saying.
Well, I'd want to thank everyone who showed up to watch us in the chat, and if you guys are catching this on YouTube, thanks for checking this out. We plan on doing a couple more streams throughout the beta. I mean, probably not too many, but we'll have a couple more streams like this throughout the beta. Closer to the end, we'll have a better idea of what everything is, what everything's like, and we'll be able to talk about weapon balance and stuff like that in a bit more detail and have a more objective thought on it. I think, Dodger, are you streaming after this?
Yep.
MK, you probably will be too, right?
If we're all playing together, I won't stream, but
Okay.
we'll be playing, yeah.
But yeah, so throughout the beta, you can check out our Tac-Com channel on Twitch here. We'll mostly be Dodger, I'm guessing, but we'll be streaming Gears gameplay, so you can see that. Feel free to hit us up and ask us any questions you have about it.
Yep. And like Chap said, with our discussion streams being up later on in the beta, Sshwo and MK, you guys are definitely welcome back anytime. And hopefully we'll get other special guests as well.
Yep.
So.
Alright guys, thanks for watching. MK Sshwo, thanks for joining us.
Jeez, my arms are tired from holding up this rifle. Holy shit.
I know, right? It's like over an hour now.
Alright guys,
And
see
so
you all.
stoic.
See you all later. Thanks for watching.
Alright.